Make a family tree diagram. The family tree diagram is probably one of the most useful methods to get a clear picture of your ancestral line. It has the distinct ability of showing your parents, grandparents, and your ancestral relationships through the design of a tree chart, and can go far back to as many generations as you wish. Ideally, you may include as many as 10 generations into your chart from the diagram of one particular ancestor. Designing it is according to what you want. In some charts, only the names of the individuals are displayed. Others may include their birth years and years of death. Dates of marriage and related locations may also be incorporated if you wish. Your family tree diagram is a great way to spend your time on as a hobby because you will be able to create something uniquely your own, and at the same time, find out more about your family history and roots. You may also discover some very interesting facts about where you came from when making your family tree. Here is how you can do it. How to begin. You will need to invest a little of your time to work on this project. This requires some researching where you will be talking to relatives, visiting your local library and checking out its archives, and collecting as much factual documentation as you can get. This is about your family's history, and all the information you gather must be authentic. Start organizing your documentation. As soon as you have gathered all your necessary information, including dates of birth, marriages, and death, along with any other data you would like to fill in, you can now begin to set them up on your family tree. Doing it by hand is even more fulfilling, and you can be proud of your very own work. Get some samples of other family trees online to give you a general idea before you begin. Make a draft of your own tree. Get a clean sheet of paper to do your drafting and map out your diagram. Start off with the names of all your relatives first, and then proceed to place in related information. This will be what you will place on your final diagram. Finalizing your family tree diagram. If you are satisfied with your drafted diagram, you can now proceed to transfer this to your final piece of paper. Poster paper is good to use for this project. Make sure that your diagram is clean and evenly drawn in. Add in your information to the spaces you provided on your tree. Before even beginning to add any decorations to your diagram, make sure that the data you have placed in is complete. Pay extra attention to these details because it will be very difficult to add in any information if you have already embellished your tree. If you are sure that you have placed in everything you need to, You can start personalizing your family tree diagram by adding decorations to it. Other options. If you have a bit of difficulty when it comes to decorating your tree, you may also check out graphic artists who are experts in this sort of thing. You can find them online too. Give them some idea of how you want your family tree to look like, either by checking out other samples or using your own creative ideas. You can also ask them for advice as to how you can make your tree as unique as possible. Your family tree diagram will keep a record of your past and will be something valuable to share with the future generations of your family. By doing this, they will also be able to know their own family history and pass it down to generations to come.